Today I want to talk about the 5 things that I would have done differently when I bought my F30. At the top of the list, the very top of the list, I just would have gotten an M Sport. I would have done the M Sport right off the bat. Reason being, there's a lot of reasons, but let's just talk about the most obvious ones. The M Sport kit, it's expensive. I spent almost $2 grand just trying to get this car to look like an M Sport car, when in reality I probably could have found an M Sport for the price that I paid for the car. Now mind you, I bought this car 3 years ago and it's a 2013. So with the price that I paid for the vehicle, I probably could have done a bit more research and found one that had the M Sport kit. And furthermore, from just getting an M Sport car, the M Sport kit isn't the only thing that comes with it. You're also getting the M Sport steering wheel. You're getting the M Sport brakes. All of these things kind of build up to a package that is well worth the money if you can find that spec vehicle. The next thing that I would have done when it comes to buying an F30, I would have purchased a 2015, because in 2015 the F30 got the facelift, the LCI facelift, and the LCI front headlights are dramatically different than the 2014 and prior. So you guys, the other thing that I would have done differently is I would have bought a manual vehicle. So this car is obviously automatic. The paddle shifting is great. I love it. All the cars that I had growing up that I used to modify were manual, and the driving experience of a manual car, especially after you modify it, is exponentially better than that of an automatic car. So the next thing you need to look out for when you're buying your next F30, or really any car, be extremely meticulous about the front end of the vehicle. A lot of times you'll find cars that have rock chips and scratches and swirls, whatever. When I bought this front bumper, it had some gouges in it, it had scratches, and I didn't really think it would be that big of a deal. I figured down the line I would repair it, but now I'm actually just buying a whole new front bumper because it's actually gonna be easier and cheaper for me to just replace the front bumper, paint it, and put that on. So I think it's really, really important to be meticulous about the condition of the front end. So the condition of my front bumper wasn't that great, but had I done this over again, I would have gotten a brand new one, because now I'm buying a new front bumper and then I'm gonna clear brought, which all obviously costs a lot of money, and it probably would have saved me some time and some cash up front. So the last 2 things that I would have done differently when I purchased this car is I would have gotten the upgraded sound system with the Harman Kardon speakers, and I also would have made sure that this car had a backup camera. My Civic Si was a 2012 and had a backup camera, and my 2013 BMW does not. So when I originally purchased the car, I honestly didn't think it would be that big of a deal. I was like, okay, whatever, a backup camera, I can live without it. There have been worse things. I was getting a really good deal on the car, so I kind of just ignored that fact. However, now that I've owned the car for 3 years, I'm honestly looking into aftermarket possibilities for a backup camera. So you guys, those are the few things that I would have done differently when I first purchased my F30 BMW. Granted, these are just my opinions, you guys. These are just the things that I would have paid attention to differently when I bought the car myself 3 years ago. With that being said, you guys, I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.